Alrighty, so I want to make it very clear right at the start of this video and this segment. This goes out to everybody who's watching this as a video and everyone who's watching live right now. This applies to people in chat, people in the comments, everything. Alright? I'm going to try to cover this in the most respectful way I possibly can. I don't want to contribute further to invasions of Corpse Husband's privacy, and I do not want to encourage anybody to seek out anything themselves. I promise you, I'd like to get this out of the way right now. I promise you, nothing that has been exposed is life-changing or even worth going to look at. It really isn't. I encourage all of you to abstain from going to look up any of the information that you've heard has been leaked or spread around, okay? It's an invasion of privacy, and frankly, it's not even all that interesting. The main reason I'm making this video is because I imagine that as this gets more attention, which it inevitably will, a lot of Corpse Husband fans are going to hear about the people who have engaged in this behavior that I'm discussing, and they're going to want to learn more about them. And I think it'd be best that they learned more about it from someone like me than from some of the more unsavory characters out there. So that's part of why I'm making this video. If you're a Corpse Husband fan, you've stumbled across it, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you enjoy this video. And I want you to know that I'm covering this within full respect of Corpse Husband, his privacy, and his right to anonymity. So, let's begin. For those of you that don't know, Corpse Husband started out as a creepypasta channel, basically. He would read off scary stories, and he kind of had a trademark on having a very deep, gravelly voice that was very, very good and like soothing for listening to like scary stories. I can assure you, Corpse Husband is the reason why I wasn't bored out of my mind while working in school as a kid, because I would just put in the headphones, listen to a Corpse Husband video, and do my schoolwork while I did that or while I was playing video games. He didn't really do a lot of creepypasta. It was mostly like Reddit stories or like true stories, allegedly, that were sent to him. But he was in that genre of content, like Mr. Creepypasta and whatnot. He made good videos. And a while back, he had a massive boost in growth from making some new content. He did some music, which definitely boosted him quite a bit, and he started joining games with like really large streamers playing Among Us. You can see that's a video here. There's quite a few of those, and his channel quickly rose from being one of the largest creepy story like narration channels to being just one of the biggest, most well-known YouTubers, right? Just a current year big time celebrity, right? You'll recognize Corpse Husband based on his voice. He has a very deep, gravelly voice, and his online persona, despite the fact he never shows his face, is that of sort of like a brooding kind of emo, edgelord, sexy, mysterious kind of guy. What's up, Calvin Gara? Hopefully you enjoy the segment. That's like his aesthetic that he goes by, but he never shows his face. I want to make that very clear. He never shows his face. And I like the fact that most of his fan base respects that, because there's this parasocial tendency among YouTubers, even YouTubers that just happen to not show their face, just like want to get that face reveal, right? That's why many YouTubers in the past have made a big deal about doing face reveals, because knowing what someone looks like helps build a parasocial relationship with them. And I have to admit, the vast majority of Corpse Husband fans are quite respectful of this. They're quite respectful of the fact that he does not want his face out there. He doesn't lie about his appearance or anything, really. He's just wants to maintain his privacy. Now, I'll talk to you in a minute, Calvin Gara. I'm doing a segment right now. There is a tendency for people on the internet to try to invade the privacy of others, and mostly internet online people like Corpse Husband, celebrities of some kind, to sort of stalk this person digitally, try to find private information of theirs, and air it to the internet. All right? And this action is called doxing. All right? This can range anything from putting out someone's real name to putting out their home address. It's generally frowned upon in most internet communities, especially, I imagine, the areas that Corpse Husband's fans would be occupying online. I like Corpse Husband, actually. I mean, even beyond his creepy story videos, I like his music. I like his voice. Like, it's badass sounding. I think that's one of the big reasons people like him so much, is his voice is, like, enviable. Though I don't envy the reason why his voice is as deep as it is. I don't envy the GERD, but his voice is very badass. Anyway, these people are called doxers, and the website in particular, the people in particular, I should say, that have engaged in this stalking behavior with Corpse Husband, goes by the name of Kiwi Farms. Now, unfortunately, I'm quite aware of this website due to the fact that the individuals in this site have also made quite the endeavor out of pursuing me and my information. And generally, the rule of thumb with these people, if you're a large figure, is to just ignore them, right? And that's what you do. You don't give them attention. They don't really get the response out of you that you want. This is how you should react to any internet trolls. That's the proper way to engage on the internet. However, it's harder to do that when you're having your privacy invaded in the same way that Corpse Husband has. Now, the people on Kiwi Farms, let's just say, they aren't the best people. There's been times where they've united to pursue people that perhaps deserve it, such as Isabella Loretta Janke. I made a video about her. I talked to Commie Dick Girl about her. And, you know, I've kind of engaged in the effort to exposing that crazy fucking bitch, all right? I'm not going to go into the detail on who Isabella Loretta Janke is, but I will say she's a pedophile and likes to abuse animals. That should be enough to kind of give you an idea of who the kind of person we're talking about here. And, you know, sometimes Kiwi Farms takes up the pitchforks and the torches, and they go after someone like that, who's deserving of some backlash and exposure. But sometimes they go after people that you really couldn't justify going after. And I think Corpse Husband might be a perfect example of this. I read the thread on him. I'll admit it. And to give you an idea of the type of things that people were saying about him, it sounded hysterical. These people have no good reason to hate Corpse Husband as much as he does. These people like to masquerade themselves as like the types of people who take down crazy pedophiles like ILJ, as Isabella Loretta Janke. But in a situation like this, there is no reason to pursue this information about Corpse Husband. He is the least offensive figure I can think of. The guy's very good at like maintaining his optics, you know. He's very good at public engagement. He doesn't do anything that's really all that cancelable. He keeps his nose clean. He's like gotten canceled barely for some things he said in the past that were nothing. Like, I think he got canceled once because he was reading a story sent to him by a fan, and the fan was a woman who was gay, and in the story that this fan sent him, she was called something homophobic, and he just read that off verbatim. It was the D slur, the DYKE one. I think that's the most admissible instance of saying a slur you can imagine. He was literally reading a story written by an LGBT person sent to him about her experience. Like, it was nothing. Okay, it was the dumbest thing I could imagine someone getting canceled for, but it wasn't really that big a deal. Hey, Turkey Tom. Why do we have so many check marks in chat today? Is it because I'm, like, the only person covering this? I really did, like, mull this over in my head seriously since last night when I heard about it from my girlfriend. I was not going to cover this. I just did not think there was any way to do it respectfully or in a way that wouldn't further invade the privacy of Corpse Husband. I didn't even see it trending on Twitter, but then I looked up Corpse Husband on Twitter and saw people talking about it, and it became clear Twitter's just not letting it trend, which is probably a good thing. But I know people are hearing about it, and I'd rather they hear about it from me than from someone who might have a shitty opinion on this, I guess. These types of people are the reason why I give this advice, okay? What Corpse Husband should probably do, maybe if he sees this video, is deny it. Any of the information that was leaked being true. Frankly, we don't even know if it is true. It's very possible it is just fake. I mean, how can we know it's true? You know, like, it's very easy for people on the internet to just lie about things like this. But regardless of whether it's true or not, it's still super weird and creepy. Imagine if the info isn't true, and whoever's info was leaked, who isn't even him, ends up getting harassment because of that. That's really fucked up. So regardless, people should not be looking into this information, like searching for it or trying to use it for anything. And people should just generally try to ignore it and act like it was nothing even happened. You know what I mean? Like, we just, if you're a Corpse Husband fan and you don't know how to react to this, don't react to it. Act like nothing's happened. Really, imagine you did know exactly what Corpse Husband looks like. How would that change your life in any way? How would that change whether or not you like or dislike Corpse Husband? It shouldn't matter. Let the man have his privacy and move on with your life, all right? If you're one of those people who's obsessed with the personal life of Corpse Husband, and I don't say this as a fan of Corpse Husband, I say this as a rational, sane human being, get a life. Seriously, get a fucking life. If you're at the point where you spend any amount of time on the internet trying to pursue information on what some YouTuber looks like, what the fuck are you doing? Go get a job. Go take up a new hobby. Do something healthy. This might be the most loser shit in the world, okay? You are literally the pop culture, like, stereotypical definition of the neckbeard, like, piece of shit sitting on his computer stalking people, okay? You're a fucking creep. Touch some grass, truly. As much as I would like to go into more detail to give more specific indictments of the people involved and you know what was leaked, I feel as though going into too much detail would be disrespectful, so I'm not going to do that. I've spoken about this whole situation I feel like the most vague way I possibly can without just not even saying Corpse Husband's name, which I feel would be pretty pointless to this whole thing. My nose is getting way too itchy there, guys. Like, I feel like I've been as vague as I possibly can be. Out of respect for Corpse Husband, and out of just human decency, don't go looking for this information. And even if you think it might be interesting and you've got some morbid curiosity, I promise you that what has been leaked will not fulfill that. You'll not feel any relief or fulfillment after, you know, looking into this. It's just a waste of time and an invasion of someone's privacy. Someone who certainly doesn't, like, deserve any invasion of their privacy. Corpse Husband does nothing offensive. He's got nothing, like, it's not like a fuck him, he's this or this situation. He is the least offensive figure I can think of on the internet. Like, come on. Get a life. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, ring that goddamn bell icon so YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload a video, and follow my social media, all linked down below in the description, especially my fan Discord and my Twitter. Oh yeah, tonight, by the way, we're doing a watch party of Lord of the Rings in my Discord again. Two of my friends had to dip out early when we watched Fellowship of the Ring last night, so if you want to catch up on that, we're rewatching it tonight, so my friends who missed it get to see it. And if you want to be part of any watch parties or anything like that, join my goddamn Discord. It's the extended edition too. We're watching the extended edition, so that's the good shit. But yeah, that's going to be fun. So join my Discord if you want to be part of anything like that. And of course, feel free, if you've got the money for it, you don't need it for anything else, and you don't know what to do with it, and you feel like donating it, you can always donate to me to help out the stream and everything through gifting subs, subscribing, or donating through my website, super chatting, or hitting the join button to become a channel member on YouTube, subbing on Twitch, or any other way, like directly donating through Streamlabs. However you support my channel, though, whether it be a like or a comment or a donation, I thank you so much for watching, thank you for support, and have a good one.